Holy cow, this Ford Coupe is incredible. Hey, I'm Scott Phillips with AYL TV. We're here at the Salt Lake Autorama. This is their 50th anniversary, and this is just such a great show. It gets bigger and better every year.
The coolest thing about the Salt Lake Autorama this year is it's our 50th anniversary. So you're gonna see everything under the sun that you could possibly find automotive that's in this building. So anything on wheels, anything with engines, no engines, bicycles, motorcycles, cars, big trucks, everything that you could ever possibly imagine somebody's idea of cool to be in the automotive world is right here this weekend. Some of the coolest things that we have going on for this year is we obviously have the Mega Morph, which I'm sure you'll have a chance to partake in that really cool show that's going to be happening. We also have a couple of wrestlers that are going to be with us this year as well, signing. But honestly, every single piece of automotive history that's in this building changes over every single year. So they're not the same things that you're going to see year after year. It's always changing.
I'm an airbrush artist for Art Smash Studio. I've been airbrushing about 20 years. Most of what I've done is custom motorcycles, but here at Autorama, we get to paint a little bit of live stuff. And today we're working on a Gremlins painting, just having some fun. And we're even showing some people over here how to airbrush. We got a few extra setups, and yeah, just having a good time at Autorama. Yeah, because the ladies love Gremlins. It's like their favorite movie, right? Like best date night movie ever.
Yeah, the show here is the biggest show that Utah really has, and it has best quality cars. They put on a great show, and it's great to have it be the 50th this year. So that's super exciting for the state, and that we're able to have such great cars here in the state.
Unfortunately, our industry is kind of a dying art, and so it's really important that the senior craftsmen pass along the trade to the junior craftsmen and have somebody that can come up in their shoes and continue this tradition. Salt Lake Autorama has one of the largest student days in the United States, which we're really, really proud of to be able to get the next generation involved in our industry. This morning we saw about 350 students that came from all over the region, as far north as Montana and Wyoming, as far south as southern Utah. So we really reach a broad range of automotive inclined students to be here with us at the show.
And that is, it's really fun to, meet different people, different builders, see different cars, if you will, because you see, from all sorts of different levels of cars. And then you meet all the people and the stories, and that's kind of the fun part of it.
I love the show. A lot of pretty cool cars, a lot of classics, a lot of race cars. It just comes together as a perfect environment.
50th year, it is fantastic. They've got some great stuff here, especially the Ed Roth tributes here. That's really cool to see. I think this is my 15th year with Autorama, so just even seeing it in 15 years is amazing, let alone 50.
Hey, no matter where you look in this show, you see some serious horsepower. We've got a land rocket right here. You guys check out the snow rockets. Welcome back to AYL TV. I'm Scott Phillips, and this is Mike Crowley with the Camaro Club of Utah.
Yep.
And we're here at the Autorama checking out their booth. It is super cool. Every vehicle here has been made in Utah.
So this is the 50th anniversary of Autorama here in Utah. What we wanted to do is honor local builders and owner builders. So we decided in our club section, we wanted to make all of the cars that are on display here, cars that were built here in Utah or owner builder or by company builder. So we thought it was really important to focus and highlight on going local. We've got some of the best builders in the state, in the United States, here in the state of Utah.
The local stuff is why I love being involved of it. The local people, the people you meet, the local shops like Prima Detailing and Sierra here, getting to know people. It just builds connections. The car community's really tight.
Utah has an amazing community, whether that's, builds, hobbyists, collectors, other detail shops, all the car shows. It's just fun to be involve something larger than yourself.
I think that's just awesome. We love that. That really speaks to me because we have a fondness for Utah, and you watch these reality programs of all these car shows out of state.
Right.
But if you can dream it, you can build it locally here. There are builders that are world class. This Camaro here is one of the examples. Tell us a little bit about it real quick.
So this Camaro was built here in Utah out of Logan. HS Customs built this Camaro. It is a national award-winning car, SEMA as well as Good Guys. It's one of the best built Camaros in the nation.
Yeah, I understand it won the Battle of the Builds at SEMA, which is
SEMA's Battle of the Builders.
That's like the Heisman Trophy for college football.
That's like, here's your Oscar.
Yeah, that's pretty
exactly.
amazing. So that's awesome. That's really cool, Mike. Tell us a little bit about the Camaro Club of Utah.
So we started with first gen Camaros. When we started the club, it's a Facebook club, Camaro Club of Utah on Facebook. We started with first gens only. Once we got to 100 first gens, which is 1967, 68, and 69, we hit 100 first gens in Utah. We decided, okay, let's open it up to everybody else now. The club has over 1,000 members in our club.
Wow.
Every one of them are Camaro owners or friends of the Camaro family.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. Great community. Nobody does it better than Utah Car Community.
So you were saying you're on Facebook. So if people want to join or get involved, what do you vet people with?
So they just ask you a couple questions. Do you live in Utah? Are you owner of a Camaro? Have you owned a Camaro in the past? If you answer the questions right, then you're in.
Then you're in.
You're in, and we post all of the car shows that we go to. We post events. A lot of them are fundraiser events, or some of them are just, hey, let's go cars and coffee and have a good time. So we post all of our events on the Facebook page.
Welcome back to AYL TV. We're here at the 50th anniversary of the Salt Lake Autorama. And even though the Huntsmans were out of town and couldn't be here for the show, they made sure that Tanya's 1970 Chevy Nova was here. And this is actually quite the cool track machine. They've got that down as running a 950 in the quarter mile. So it is really cool. One of the things I love about being here is every car has a story. And come down and talk to the people that are building these. There are some incredible stories to be had.
I think my favorite part about it is the history. So many of these cars are the single owners, the very first time owners that have owned these cars for over 50 years, and getting to hear the history of they dated their spouse in this car, they went to high school in this car, they still have this car, or the person that wasn't around when these cars were originally built, but now they've acquired them and now they're understanding the history and the legacy that these vehicles are passing along.
I was paint operations manager when we built this car, so the sparkly on the car, the paint and the body work, that was where I come in on this car. So
it's a 1969 True SS. It was restored back in 1997. I picked it up about 10 years ago, and because it had not been really driven, it was just going show to show, it looked really good. The paint is still the same paint, but all the rubber was kind of needing replaced, and I pulled the engine, pulled the rubber, did all the hoses, redid all the brakes, and then I ended up redoing the whole interior.
And mine is a 1968 Camaro. I've had it 39 years. Drove it how I bought it for a year or two to drive it through high school and that kind of thing. 2000, I started the restoration that I have now. Finished it 2 years ago.
It's a 1988 Top Sportsman Camaro. I run it in the NHRA division. So I run it in Vegas or Boise a couple of times a year. It's got a 640 cubic inch motor in it, about 1,500 horsepower, and it goes pretty good. I think it's the adrenaline rush more than anything, and I get to be around a lot of friends and family, so that's what brings it together.
I have a 2011 Mercedes-Benz. We wanted to do matching his and hers, so we did a 02 Harley electric glide, painted the exact same way.
It probably took 6 months to build, going through the engine and getting all the chrome pieces that we need for it to polish it and keep it the way it was. It's a candy apple paint job, so and then the flaking and all that stuff that was done by Matt. So we have a lot of people's hands on this.
I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. I'm 47 now. So, I mean, I've been doing it a minute. I've had my business since 1998. And so I'd drag these things home and my parents would be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna fix them up. And I always had my sight set on something like this. And 47 now, and now this is what I see.
Hey, I love seeing the hot rods and the muscle cars here at the Autorama, but my heart is just drawn to the 4x4s. I really dig in this M715. Speaking of 4x4s, we are really blessed here in Utah with incredible trails and the amazing ability to go see things that is not available anywhere else in the world. But that being said, we need to be vigilant and we need to work with our state legislators. Check out Off-Road Day on the Hill. Hey, welcome back to the Salt Lake Autorama. We've had a great time looking at all of the classic cars here. It's full of American muscle, but there's also some really cool foreign makes. This is the very first British Triumph TS1, serial number 1. Such a cool car. We wanted to make sure that you guys had the opportunity to see this car and realize that the Autorama isn't just American vehicles. We've got makes and models from all over the world. And while you're looking at that, we're going to check out next week's show.
Next week, we're heading back to Sand Hollow as I'm giving you an in-depth look into Matt's off-road recovery games to see what happens when the chaos ensues. Then we're meeting up with the folks at Compassion Mobility to help them celebrate their 4th anniversary of all they do as a great organization to help our disabled community enjoy the trails. Now let's take a look at our calendar of events. As weather is warming and more events are coming, AYLTV will be at some of our favorite off-road events coming up in April. First up, the Green River Dirt Bike Rally will be held April 10th to the 12th, which is a great way to get your dirt bike out and learn about some of the riding opportunities that can be found in the Green River area. Then one of my favorite events, the Easter Jeep Safari, is going down from April 12th to the 20th in Moab, Utah. This is one of the best ways to get your Jeep down to Moab and experience some extreme crawling on the best Red Rock off-road trails in the world. And finally, the Boise Off-Road Expo is happening on April 25th and 26th. This event is growing, and whether you missed the Salt Lake Expo and want to follow us down, or you're an Idaho native looking to get involved with your off-road community, we hope to see you there.
Hey, next week's show looks great. We've really enjoyed being here at the 50th anniversary of the Salt Lake Autorama. Everywhere you look, there is a work of art. And speaking of works of art, we're here with Dre's Customs. They have a whole aisle behind us of incredible bikes and cars that they've worked on and just made spectacular. So I just want to thank them for joining us. And remember, it's a great big world out there. And don't forget to go out and find adventures you'll love.